Deuteronomy 15. At the end of every 7th year, cancel all debts. This is the procedure. Everyone who has lent money to a neighbor writes it off. You must not pass your neighbor or his brother for payment. All debts are canceled. God said so. You may collect payment from foreigners, but whatever you have lent to a fellow Israelite must be you must write off. There must be no poor people among you, because God is going to bless you lavishly in the land that God, your God, is giving you as an inheritance, your very own land, but only if you listen obediently to the voice of God, your God. Diligently observing every commandment that I have commanded you today. Oh, yes, your God will bless you as He promised. You will lend to many nations, but won't borrow from any. You'll rule over many nations, but none will rule over you. When you happen on someone who is in trouble or needs help among your people with whom you live in the land that God, your God, is giving you, don't look the other way, pretending you don't see him. Don't keep a tight grip on your purse. No, look at him. Open your purse, lend whatever and as much as he needs. Don't count the cost. Don't listen to that selfish voice saying it's almost the 7th year, the year of all debts are canceled, and turn aside and leave your needy neighbor in a lurch, refusing to help him. He'll call God's attention to your blanket sin. Give freely and spontaneously. Don't have a stingy heart. The way you handle matters like this triggers God, your God's blessing in everything you do. All your work and ventures. There are always going to be poor and needy people among you. So I command you to always be generous. Open your purse and hands. Give to your neighbor in trouble, your poor, hurting neighbors. 12 through 15. If a Hebrew man or a Hebrew woman was sold to you and has served you for 6 years, in the 7th year you must set him or her free. Release into free life, and you will set them free. Don't send them off empty-handed. Provide them with some animals, plenty of bread, wine, and oil. Load them with provisions from all the blessings with which God your God has blessed you. Don't for a minute forget that you were once slaves in Egypt, and God your God redeemed you from that slave world. For a reason, this day I command you to do this. (16 and 17). But if your slave, because he loves you and your family and has a good life with you, says, I don't want to leave you, then take an awl and pierce through his earlobe, into the doorpost, marking him as your slave forever. Do the same with your woman slaves who want to stay with you. (18). Don't consider this an unreasonable hardship, this setting your slaves free. After all, he worked 6 years for you, and the half cost of a hired hand. Believe me, God your God will bless you in everything you do. 19 through 20. 3. Set apart to God your God all the firstborn males in your herds and flocks. Don't use the firstborn of your herd as work animals. Don't shear the firstborn of your flocks. They are for you to eat. Every year, you and your family in the presence of God, your God, at the place that God designates for worship. If the animals have detected if the animal is defective, lame, say, or blind, anything wrong with it, Don't slaughter it. As a sacrifice to God, your God. Stay at home and eat it there. Both the regularly clean and unclean may eat it. The same with the gazelle or deer. Only you must not eat its blood. Pour the blood out on the ground like water. Thank you for listening to this chapter, and God bless.